Hello students, in this video we will cover the topic relational model. So the relational data model was developed by Dr. E.F. Coode in 1970. In the relational data model, unlike the hierarchical and network models, there are no physical links. As we know that in hierarchical and network data models, there were physical links, means there was parent-child relationship. But in relational data model, there are no physical links. All the data is maintained in the form of tables, generally known as relations, consisting of rows and columns. So in relational data model, tables are known as relations. Oracle, Sybase, DB2, Informix, SQL Server are few of the popular relational database management systems. So the relational model represents both data and the relationships among those data using a relation. A relation is used to represent information about any entity and its relationship with other entities in the form of attributes and tuples. Means in relational model, a relation has attributes and tuples. Columns are known as attributes and rows are known as tuples. A relation comprises of two things, relational schema and relation instance. So we will discuss these terms. Now relation schema. A relation schema consists of a relation name R and a set of attributes A1, A2 up to AN. Means in relation schema we don't discuss anything about the values. We only concentrate on the relation name, table name and the attributes of that relation. Suppose we have a student table in which we have three attributes, roll number, name and contact number. So the relation schema means the relation name student and the set of attributes. Now it is represented like this. We write relation name R and then in bracket we write the name of the attribute separated by comma. This is used to describe a relation R. And relation schema is also known as intension of a relation. Second term is relation instance. A relation instance represented by small r of a relation schema R is a set of n tuples T. Tuples are rows. So it is denoted by small r and in bracket we write capital R. So a relation instance is an ordered set of attribute values V that belongs to the domain D and it can be denoted as R T1, T2 up to Tm. Means here in relation instance we are talking about the values. Means tuples, rows. There can be many rows in a relation and each row has many values v1, v2 up to vn. So this is relation instance and relation instance is also known as extension of a relation. Now these are some informal and formal terms. Means informally we call some by other name, but in relation model we have given some other name to those terms. First is table. Table is known as relation in relational model. Column is known as attribute. Row is known as tuple. Values in a column are known as domain. Table definition means table intention is known as schema of a relation or intention. And populated table is known as extension. Okay. So you can see this example. Here we have a student relation. So the relation name is student. We have some attributes like name, SSN, home phone, address, office phone, age, GPA, and we have 5 tuples in this relation. Now there are three characteristics of a relation. First characteristic is ordering of tuples in a relation. Now the tuples are not considered to be ordered even though they appear to be in the tabular form. Now first characteristic is about the tuples, means rows. So here the rows, the tuples are not considered to be ordered, means they can be in any order, they can be, any record can be in any order, means there is no or mandatory, it is not mandatory that tuples should be in a particular order. Second is ordering of attributes in a relation schema R. Now we consider the attributes in relation R, A1, A2, AN and the values V1, V2, Vn to be ordered. Now this means that we have, suppose we have kept attributes in a particular order like roll number, name and contact number. This is the order of attributes. So we have to put the values in that particular order only. We cannot give the value of name attribute first, then roll number and then contact number. We have to follow the exactly same order in which we have given the attributes. Third characteristic is values in a tuple. Now all values are considered atomic. Atomic means indivisible. The values cannot be divided further. And a special null value is used to represent values that are unknown or inapplicable to certain tuples. So these are the characteristics of a relation. Now we will discuss the advantages of relational model. First is simplicity. It is a simpler model as it frees the designer from the actual physical data storage details. This allows them to concentrate on the logical view of the database. Here the designer, there is no need for the designer to look at the physical storage details. They only have to concentrate on the logical view of the database. No anomalies. Unlike hierarchical and network models, relational model does not suffer from insert, delete and update anomalies. Third is better query capability. Now the relational database model provides very powerful, flexible and easy to use query facilities, and it uses fourth generation language like SQL, structured query language. Then we have easier design, implementation, maintenance and usage. Both data as well as structural independence are provided by the relational model, which makes database design, maintenance, administration and usage much easier than the old other models. Means in comparison to hierarchical model or network model, the design of relational model is much easier because the data is arranged in the form of tables. But it has some disadvantages also, like hardware overheads. The relational data model need more powerful computing hardware and storage devices to perform RDBMS assigned tasks. So RDBMS hides the implementation complexities and the physical data storage details from the user. Second is phenomena of information island. Now since relational database systems are easy to implement and use, this will create a situation where too many people or departments will create their own databases and applications. Means many departments or people will create their own databases. So these are known as information islands, and which will prevent the information integration that is essential for the smooth and efficient functioning of the organization. And these individual databases can hinder the functioning of the organization. So these individual databases will also create problems like data inconsistency, data duplication, data redundancy and so on. So these are some disadvantages of relational model. Hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.